Hello! I am so happy. I finally got my official name change on my social security card. My new name is starting to feel more official, Soraya LaRoe. And I wanted to come on here to talk about how to keep a regulated nervous system. Keeping a regulated nervous system, my life has revolved around this because I've always known how highly sensitive I am. I used to cry so easily. I used to cry, 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 and cry some more. And I had to find out what works for me to make my life enjoyable, to make my life feel good, to make myself excited to wake up for the day and attack my goals and, keep going every single day. And so that comes with treating myself amazingly and also kind of, noticing my own behaviors, how I react to other people, how I act when I'm anxious, how I, calm myself down. So, some tips, I want to share some tips with you on how I get my nervous system regulated. All right, so number one, diet. My diet is so important. I have to have a certain type of breakfast, a certain type of lunch, and a certain type of dinner. And I have to drink water. I have to drink water. I drink water all day, every day. That is the number one thing that keeps me regulated. Otherwise, I'll overeat. I'll feel bad about myself, and then I'll gain weight, and then I'll break out, and it's just like this spiral of all kind of things that can happen from not eating healthy. So I have to have a breakfast with eggs, fruit, and something like a hash brown or toast and spinach. Like I have to have eggs mixed with the vegetable, whether that's onion, spinach, whatever I have. I have to have eggs mixed with the vegetable and some type of carb and fruit. That has to be my breakfast every single morning. That helps keep my nervous system regulated. I don't go out into the world hungry. When I do go out into the world hungry, it is not pretty. I'm like a baby who just wants to cry. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like that. So I always make sure that first I nourish my mind, body, and soul with healthy food and stay hydrated. Second is I have to connect with nature. This is the only thing, the main thing. I wouldn't say the only thing, but this is the main thing that keeps my nervous system regulated like nothing else. Y'all, I go all out. Call me Tarzan girl. Call me nature girl. I go all out. A lot of my friends don't like nature. They're kind of like, Meredith from the Parent Trap when they're out in nature. But I have to get down and connected with the earth. I'm talking feet in the dirt, hugging the trees, watering my plants, feeding the animals. I have to. I call it going into my Disney princess mode, singing to the birds, talking to the squirrels that I feed hazelnuts to every morning. And I just have to do that. That keeps my nervous system regulated. I don't know what it is, but just hugging a tree or just placing my hand on a tree grounds me so much. And putting my feet in the grass or on the dirt, even better if it's dirt, grounds me so much. Like it just wraps me with this like invisible shield of love. That's how it feels. I can't even describe the feeling I get from that. And I tried to talk to people how that made me feel. A lot of people like made fun of me for it. And a lot of people would be like, "What are you doing?" when they see me walking barefoot in the grass. And I don't care. Like, I don't care what nobody thinks when I do that because that is something that I have to do for my sanity, my health, and my well being. I have to connect with nature. And when I don't, I suffer the consequences. I get all up in my head. I get anxious, clumsy, and like almost depressed. I don't like how I feel when I don't connect with nature. So I make that a consistent thing in my life, whether that's going for a walk in the middle of the day or just waking up and feeding the squirrels, or just like looking at nature, just sitting at a park and just looking at nature. Like that helps me regulate my nervous system so much. And it gives me time to just breathe, settle into my body. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to worry about anyone. I can just literally just sit there and enjoy the moment. And it just feels so good. And another thing that helps me regulate my nervous system is fabrics. Like, I have to have certain fabrics touching my skin, what I wear, even the carpet on the floor, the type of blankets I have. Like, I have this blanket here, super soft. Like, you see how soft this is? Like, it has to be super soft and plush. That regulates my nervous system. I have to be like super comfy at all times. Also, this is a hard one because I had to learn to like pull a lot of myself back when I'm in like a public space or in a professional setting. I have to be mindful of, not to talk too much because I naturally talked a lot. And I think that's because maybe my parents were older and I didn't really have like anyone to connect to. I was the youngest. And so I used to like just like go in there talking. It's kind of like, little girl going to a place, be like, will you be my friend? Will you be my friend? So I had to like notice that behavior, and I had to be like, wait, I feel better when I'm quiet. I feel better when I keep my energy inside my body. So that's another thing, keeping your energy inside your body, not always having to talk and not always having to respond, not always having to like react to someone or something. Just constantly breathing and keeping that energy circulating throughout my body. And so I thought expressing myself would feel good, but sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes keeping my energy within, keeping it to myself feels good. Another thing that regulates my nervous system is looking my best when I leave the house, because for some reason, I don't know, I feel like there's some type of magic behind this. But when I look my best when I leave the house, I just feel like more confident talking to anyone. And when I don't like wear makeup, when I don't feel my best or do my hair, I get so anxious. Like I just have this, it's not even like physically, but like